Welcome to East Coast Hour. Get ready for a jam-packed episode filled with the best of East Coast talent. This week, I'm bringing you incredible music videos from artists across Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Prince Edward Island. Your chance to enjoy and vote on the viewer's pick of the week. A chat with Steve and Robyn about their exciting Cape Breton concert series, plus details on how you can win free passes. And don't miss a show-stopping vocal performance by Jeb Patterson, someone we discovered busking in Port Hawkesbury who absolutely deserves your attention. It's a celebration of East Coast music you won't want to miss. Grab your beverage of choice and let the music take you away on East Coast Hour.
We don't need Hollywood. We can make it in our neighborhood. We don't need diamonds to shine on our rings. None of that money can buy what we need. We got love, baby, we're the lucky ones. We got love, baby, we're the lucky ones. Penthouse with an ocean view, or a one-bedroom shoebox, I'm still loving you. I don't care what we got, I don't care what we do. I got you for me, you got me for you. We're the lucky ones, baby, we're the lucky ones. You don't need fancy clothes, I'll keep you warm when it gets cold. All of these wishes I have coming true. I don't need things, I want memories with you. We got love, baby, we're the lucky ones. Downtown on a late night out, or staying at home with a drink on the couch. I don't care what we got, I don't care what we do. I got you for me, you got me for you. We're the lucky ones, baby, we're the lucky ones. Let's take a chance and we'll see where this goes. Moments with you, they mean more than you know. They live the fast life, but we took it slow. We're the lucky ones. Penthouse with an ocean view, or a one-bedroom shoebox, I'm still loving you. I don't care what we got, I don't care what we do. I got you for me, you got me for you. We're the lucky ones, baby, we're the lucky ones. Baby, we're the lucky ones. Baby, we're the lucky ones.
That was Brett Matthews with his 2024 release of Lucky Ones on East Coast Hour. I'm your host, Chuck Boudreau. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of East Coast Hour. We have a great lineup for you this episode. I'm hoping you're going to enjoy the music that's all in place for you. Coming up, we're going to be checking out some music from Heather Rankin in this hour. Also, we're going to be showcasing a PEI group that I know you're going to enjoy. They have brand new music out. Going to share with you new music from an artist that's brand new to East Coast Hour. Ryan Harvey is going to be up in this hour. And as well, a great old favorite, Campbell and Johnston. They're going to wrap up the show this afternoon, so stay tuned for this episode of East Coast Hour. Now, the next video premiered on YouTube February 8th of 2022 and was filmed at Lazy Bear Brewery in Smiths Cove, Nova Scotia. Here is Tide and Timber, I Could Do This All Night on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Sound
That was Tide and Timber with I Could Do This All Night on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. This country rock brother duo has released a new single called Better Man, and they've been working hard since their first EP release back in 2016. You can check them out on their social media sites, or you can visit them at www.tideandtimber.com. Well, my next guests are joining me to promote a concert series that's happening in Cape Breton between February 1st and March 29th. Let's check in with Steve MacIntyre and Robyn Chisholm on East Coast Hour. On this week's East Coast Hour, I'm bringing to you some information that's shared by a couple of guests that are not unknown to East Coast Hour. We've played their video a number of times here on the show, but they're coming to the show today to bring some other information. Welcome, Steve MacIntyre and Robyn Chisholm. Welcome to East Coast Hour.
Hi, Chuck.
How are you?
I am not bad at all. And, normally I bring artists on and we talk about their song, their music, what they might be up to. But today we're focusing on something a little different. And Robyn's Nest Production has a concert series that's going on in Port Hawkesbury called Cabin Fever. And the two of you are here today to talk about the concert series itself. So thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
So this is an opportunity for us to talk about, the plan, who are some of the artists that are going to be featured as part of this concert series. How many years have you been doing this now?
This is our second year.
Okay. And last year, successful for you? Things seem to pan out well?
We were happy with it. I mean, the talent was excellent. Everybody who attended the shows really enjoyed, the artists that we had, and we're looking forward to us doing it again this year. So that was the driving force, I think, behind us doing it again, was all the positive feedback we got from last year's shows.
Nice. Now, the name Cabin Fever, where does that come from? We all know what it means.
Came from Robyn. Yeah, just trying to dream up just to get the concept sort of that this was a winter series. Your cabin fever is when you're stuck in the house, right? You start to go a little stir crazy, and I think we all feel a little bit of that in this part of the world. It's dark early, it's cold out. You don't want to go out, and sometimes you need a good reason to leave the house, and we think this is a heck of a reason to leave the house. So Robyn just said, "What about cabin fever?" And I said, "That's the one. That's perfect."
That's great. Good name for it. Good name for it. And you talk about people coming out of the house, and one of the things that I've been trying to promote both here on the YouTube channel, but also on the radio, is really talking about how different artists take their time, their energy, they're trying to get their music out there, and they're having live performances. And it's really for the listeners, for the viewers, people who want to see these artists. I mean, we are so fortunate that in the local areas that we're in, we have some amazing talent that people can get out and see for very little cost-wise, sometimes even for free.
Yeah.
And we just need people to take advantage of that and get out and come to some of these live performances.
We were talking about that this morning, as the concept of, well, I don't know, excuse me, I don't know who they are, so I'm not going to go. And it's like, we're trying to, little by little, we'll never break that, obviously, but that's our goal, is that, get that concept out of your head. Like, we've got such amazing musicians on the East Coast that, if you just give them a chance, come and listen to them. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and, they can go toe to toe with, the best that's out there. And
and look, we're guilty ourselves, it's dark early, you finish supper, you've worked all day. It's, all of these things, sometimes we get a little lazy in the wintertime. You can't get out to support everything, but I think it's really giving yourself a chance and allowing yourself to do it, just digging a little deep sometimes and going again, as you mentioned, Chuck, the cost isn't prohibitive on this at all. And I think any behavior sort of takes repetition. So you go out once and you see how great this is, and there's a room full of people and everybody's having fun, so you do it again, and then you do it again. And it's not just our shows, it's go and support the local stuff whenever you can, because it's vitally important to the folks that do it, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah. And one of the things that I've been noticing as well, and there's a lot of comments being made by musicians where there's kind of last minute cancellations. And sometimes those last minute cancellations are because they're not getting the people buying advance tickets.
Right.
So that the venue doesn't want to put on the event because they don't have the numbers, or even the artists themselves. I mean, if they're not going to have a good crowd there or an audience,
Yeah.
then what is the value of them going out? So it's also important that people get out and buy those advance tickets.
Yeah.
Very important.
And that's
Yeah.
that's also a behavioral thing, a mindset, a habit. In a sense, you get into the habit of doing that, and it makes a big difference to promoters and to artists, right? I mean, the fact may be you've sold 16 tickets to this show in advance, but if you decide to proceed with the show, you see another 60 or 70 people show up and buy them at the door. Now you got a pretty good house, right? So, but yeah, it's intimidating, for the people who put their time and their soul and their energy into doing these sorts of things. Yeah, definitely. Please, folks, buy advance tickets.
Yeah, buy advance.
Yeah.
So let's get to Cabin Fever, the concert series itself. It begins February 1st, ends on March 29th. So there's 5 different nights of performances, kind of every 2 weeks, I believe, is the way it runs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, first of all, the venue. Strait Area Yacht Club, new venue for the concert series this year. Talk about the venue itself.
Yeah, it's a wonderful little spot.
Yeah.
You're right on the water. It's a really cool, relaxed, laid back vibe in there. It's a smallish place, so it's going to be a really intimate show. You can dim the lights down. There's lots, albeit a small spot, there's enough room to get around. You're going to be comfortable. There's a bar there. They're going to have a happy hour beforehand. And they were just thrilled to have something happening there. They really wanted to support something local, and certainly in the wintertime. So it's a great spot.
Nice. And so you're going to kick it off on February 1st with a couple of great performers. Tell us who's going to be there on that first night.
So the first night we have Judd Gunning and Mary Beth Carty. And of course, Steve will be playing all of the shows as well. He'll be the host, but also be in the round with the folks that we have coming. So yeah, Judd and Mary Beth, two.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both really
two
good.
Amazing performers from just up the line, Antigonish County and Pictou County. They leave their mark wherever they go. Mary Beth has won a Canadian Folk Music Award for Traditional Singer of the Year. I was in the room when she won that. I was so happy for her. Jumped out of my seat. Judd Gunning is Nova Scotia's finest yodeler, I think. He comes from. I like to tease him that. I like to tease Dave that he is Judd's father instead of saying, Judd's Dave's son.
Yes.
But wonderful people, the Gunning family. They're all just sweethearts.
Yeah.
But Judd's so talented. He's musical from head to toe. He can pick up an instrument and just kind of figure it out. He's just one of those guys, and he's a great guy to hang out with, and just a lovely person. So we're really looking forward to kicking off with that one.
Perfect. And then you're going to move on to February the 15th, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the 15th, we have coming from PEI, Shane Pendergast, and coming from New Brunswick, Freya Milliken. But I think Freya actually lives, I think she's still in Wolfville. She goes to Acadia or went to Acadia. But she is considered a New Brunswick native. So this year we tried to cover different, all the provinces. Unfortunately, Newfoundland didn't happen. But
right.
Yeah.
Steve knows more about Shane and Freya. I've only met Shane the once. I've heard them both.
Yeah.
I've seen them both live, but they're both fantastic as well. Like they're just
they're great writers, they're great storytellers. Shane comes from a long line of artists in Prince Edward Islands, singer-songwriters and poets and painters and chefs and all of this sort of thing. A wonderful family. And Freya's she seems wise beyond her years, but she brings a real sense of humor to the stage as well. And so we're thrilled to have both of them.
Nice, nice. And I mean, that's I think one of the things that that venue is going to be able to provide is you talked about the storytelling. I mean, that
Mhm.
little intimate venue is going to provide lots of opportunities for storytelling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, March 1st, Campbell and Johnston and Steve McDougall. Now, I'm only familiar with Campbell and Johnston as, you know, kind of bringing this band with them, high energy, bringing a band.
Yeah, they're
It's going
so
to be kind of intimate, just a couple of them.
Yeah, it's just Christine and Blake, just the two of them, and they put on a great show with just the two of them as well. They're such a powerhouse duo. And Steve McDougall is from Slow Coaster in Holler.
yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah, Stephen McDougall is one of my favorite songwriters. I love his voice. I love his playing, his approach. You know, he's got a great sharp sense of humor. Works so hard, and I said earlier today that's a common theme with all of these artists. It's just
Yeah.
the work ethic. You know, they just grind it out, and it's inspiring. And I mean, I can't wait. Like, we're talking about these shows. We've been piecing this together now for quite a while, but when I sit for a second and think about it, I get really excited all over again. So yeah, Campbell and Johnson are just wizards on their guitars, and
Yeah.
and great songwriters, and really good people. So
Yeah, powerful vocals.
big time.
Very,
Yeah,
yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Now, your next one on March the 15th, I want to say two things off the top. Dane Peterson, wow,
Yeah.
amazing at Stanfest this year.
Yes.
And also, congratulations to Joss,
Right?
for having just recently won a blues challenge in Memphis, I think it was.
Yeah, it was in Memphis. Yeah. There was
Yeah.
over 200 musicians, I do believe. I heard her she did her interview on CBC,
Yeah.
and she said there was over 200 entrants from all over North America, and
It's funny. I
she
think
won.
of Joss. I mean, God, there's not enough. You can't say enough about them, right? They're just the quintessential powerhouse blues, but not just blues. I mean, they just light it up. You know,
Mhm.
they're a talent, unreal talent. I
And
like
that
to think
was-
of this show. Sorry, Robyn. I like to think of this show as a thunderstorm sitting next to a gentle rain. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Joss is gonna light the place on fire, and I
Yeah.
think Dane's gonna bring us all back to earth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
And you as well, you're in there too. But on
Yeah.
that interview that Joss had on CBC, they had asked her about, was she always into blues? And she goes, I never considered myself a blues player.
Wow.
She wrote a couple of songs that, kind of were and have that bluesy vibe to it. And then she ends up winning the blues.
The blues challenge.
Yeah.
Nice. And then you're going to wrap it up on March 29th with another couple of absolutely amazing talents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super psyched for that one. Tara Spencer and Charlie Acord. Tara's, oh my God.
yeah,
There's not enough words to describe Tara Spencer,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Tara, I
She's
think
just-
she's just become a really good friend,
Yeah.
a trusted ear for both of us, a great sounding board. I mean, Tara has so much experience in the industry, and she shocks me constantly with her accomplishments.
Mhm.
She's heading out on the road with David Francie.
Mhm.
She's doing a couple of shows with Adam Baldwin soon. She's, to me, the mark of a great songwriter is discovering their songs on other people's records.
Yeah.
And Tara's been writing and collaborating with the who's who of certainly of the East Coast and beyond. Now she's a true songwriter and a good friend. Yeah.
So the concerts again get underway February the 1st, every 2 weeks, leading up to March 29th. It's taking place at the Strait Area Yacht Club in Port Hawkesbury. Shows get underway at 7 o'clock each night until about 9:30. What time will the doors open each night?
The Yacht Club is putting on their happy hour. So that starts at 5. So the doors open at 5 and our show starts at 7:30.
7:30. Okay. And so if somebody wanted tickets, where would they go?
You can check out our social media. I think that's probably the easiest way. With most posts that we've been putting up, we will include the ticket link, and just click on that. Super easy. couple
Our
clicks,
website too.
and on our website, robinsnestproductions.ca.
Good.
Yeah, click the link, Chuck. Super easy to get the tickets. If any of your viewers or listeners have any difficulty in navigating that sort of thing, please just shoot us a message, and Robyn can walk you through that with ease.
Yeah, shoot us a message, and Robyn will take care of it.
I caught that too.
That's right. I have other things to do.
Oh, yeah.
So listen, you're not coming empty-handed today either. You're bringing an opportunity for some viewers to be able to pick up some passes to the concert series. So why don't you kind of let people know what you're offering up?
We are offering up a pair of tickets to each show, and I think it's going to sort of coast through you, Chuck. I think.
Yeah, so I have an idea. We kind of talked about the idea just before we get on.
Yeah.
To how I see it happening. So thank you very much for offering up those passes.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll give up each week. Each couple of weeks we'll give away the passes for each show. But I'm going to have a link that people can go, whether they can access it through my personal Facebook page, the East Coast Hour Facebook page, or below on the description area from this episode. They can follow that, and I think I'll share it with you as well, and you can post it up on your social media.
Yeah,
people will just enter in their form, enter in their contact information, and we'll do a bit of a digital spinny wheel to be able to give out the prizes. So people can stay tuned for that. So we're going to have right now in this episode, we're going to put up the first posting for an opportunity to win tickets to go see Judd Gunning and Mary Beth Carty on February the 1st. At the Cabin Fever concert series in Port Hawkesbury. So thank you very much. We'll post that up and give people the opportunity to win some tickets.
Absolutely, Chuck. And if I could take a couple more seconds of your time here, we've got a short list of sponsors that we just really would love to mention. They can't do it without them, and we really do appreciate them. You know, the Port Hawkesbury business community has been wonderful to us. So I just wanted to shout out to Trimac Toyota, Cancel Ford, Gateway Hyundai, and the collision shop there that they've got. Those four businesses, you know, sort of collectively got together and decided that they'd support us. Atlantic Lotto, we'd like to thank them. The Parts Connection, Seaboard Tire, Causeway Electric, Maple Signs and Engraving, Cape Breton Partnership, Two Rad Tattoos, Papa's Pub here in Port Hawkesbury, Evans McIsaac McMillan Law Firm, Chafes Carpet and Flooring. There's another one. I must admit I'm reading these off a list, and Robyn scratched most of them out, and I'm half blind. Harrington's Hair Company, the Maritime Inn, Atlantic Lotto, I mentioned, Port Hawkesbury Superstore. Is that all of them, Robyn?
I think we got them.
Did I get them all?
Pop's Pub.
I said Papa's Pub.
I think you did.
All steel.
all steel builders. Yeah, you know, and if we have missed any, please know that they're in our hearts for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you start rhyming things off like that, there's always the opportunity to miss something. But it's great that you have the local sponsors who come out and
it's wonderful. We couldn't do it without them, and I can also think of a handful of people sort of across the province that you know, put their heart and soul and give up their time into promoting clowns like us, and Chuck, and you're one of them. So thank you very much for having us on and doing what you do, and I pray that you continue to do it, because it's really important.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for being here, and hopefully fingers crossed for a successful concert series.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's already successful.
There we go. So we're going to continue on now with another video that our viewers have been very interested in seeing. We've played it a number of times. It is Steve MacIntyre and Robyn Chisholm. Small town on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Thanks.
Cheers.
See you.
There ain't nothing like a winter's day to ruin the hope of an early spring. Thought the wind might take my breath away, not the news that the
day would bring. Turn on my radio, but I had to turn it down. It was just too big a story, too small a town. Though I wish I may, though I wish I might, put a candle in the window for a little ray of light. Nova Scotia cried herself to sleep tonight. Amazing grace is in the air today. There's confusion on the ground. Too many bells are ringing out. It's a low and mournful sound. And every flag in every little town flying at half-mast. We're left searching for the answers to questions no one's asked. Though I wish I may, though I wish I might, put a candle in the window for a little ray of light. Nova Scotia cried herself to sleep tonight. Now the sky is lighting up in red and gold. Heaven's angels come to carry them home. Though I wish I may, though I wish I might, put a candle in the window for a little ray of light. Nova Scotia cried herself to sleep tonight. Nova Scotia cried herself to sleep tonight.
That was Steve MacIntyre with Robyn Chisholm and Too Small a Town on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Now don't forget to enter the contest to win 2 passes to see Judd Gunning and Mary Beth Carty for the February 1st Cabin Fever evening in Port Hawkesbury by copying and pasting the link below in the description section or by visiting my personal or East Coast Hour Facebook site. Now all week, you've been voting for your viewer's pick of the week, the video you wanted to see on this episode of East Coast Hour. Here is Nova Scotia pop artist Dee Dee Austin with A Little Past 9 on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. We're sitting and listening. I'm holding your hand. Slowly the sun sets and the stars shine bright. Laying on the beach, you holding me so very tight. I'm here with you, watching the most beautiful sight. The moon is high, now the tide is low. This is the only way to go. The sun starts to shine a little past 9. Whoever knew I'd be here with you this time. I'm here with you, watching the most beautiful sight. The moon is high, now the tide is low. This is the only way to go. Oh yeah. It's 9:30, sipping on a rosé wine. You sitting there, looking so damn fine. 'Cause I'm here with you. You are the most beautiful sight. The moon is high, now the tide is low. This is the only way, the only way. I'm here with you. You are the most beautiful sight. The moon is high, now the tide is low. This is the only way, the only way, the only way to go.
That was Dee Dee Austin with A Little Past 9 on East Coast Hour, your viewers' pick of the week. Now, I've selected 3 more videos for you to choose from. Check out the link to vote below in the description section for this episode, or visit my personal or East Coast Hour Facebook sites to cast your vote for next week's video to be shared. The next artist I happened to briefly catch, who was busking in Port Hawkesbury, and I only heard his amazing voice and fabulous mandolin playing for just a few moments, but I happened to catch his name. Jeb Patterson is a talented singer-songwriter and musician. I reached out to him and he recorded this video especially for East Coast Hour. Here he is, Jeb Patterson with Rainy Days on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Rainy days.
People say that sunny days are happy, this ain't true. Sunny so-called happy days don't spend no time with you. Sunny days, you know, I think about our life. I love you far too much to plan on those right. I don't expect the most from you, no, that just ain't your way. But when those clouds come rolling in your hearts and on these plays, long enough to go, but I'm far from tough, so I apologize and deception and lies that hide behind the prettiest face. You could not be satisfied, I think that's why we fail. There's so much goddamn loneliness that you have only real. Well, you've been with me long enough to know that I'm far from tough, so I apologize and over. Oh, I'm sick of being walked all over you. Lord, I love you, man, these rainy days, she's what I do. Available on Busk Life.
That was Jeb Patterson and Rainy Days on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Jeb and I have been talking a little bit. We're going to try to bring him on to an episode of East Coast Hour, so stay tuned in the coming weeks. Independent and established East Coast artist, I would love to have your videos to play on East Coast Hour. Email your videos, whether professionally produced or your at-home good quality videos. You can email me, eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Here's a new video to us on East Coast Hour, but not from an unknown artist. Here is Heather Rankin with Jamie Robinson, When in Doubt, on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
When in doubt, please know you're not alone. I am standing right beside you, and I'll never let you go. And you can wait, take all the time you need, 'cause every answer finds the question eventually. But whatever you do, just don't give up on you. Keep your heart wide open and your promise true. And if you fall 9 times, you gotta get up 10. Take your best shot and start over again, 'cause that's what it's all about. When in doubt, remember to be strong. Try to find the higher road and just keep moving on. And there will be some days when you feel weak, but every shadow finds the light eventually. So whatever you do, just don't give up on you. Keep your heart wide open and your promise true. And if you fall 9 times, you gotta get up 10. Take your best shot and start over again, 'cause that's what it's all about. When in doubt, truth is, these are all the things I tell myself when it feels like no one else can reassure. But no matter what they say, from a ripple to a wave, most things amount to nothing that a deep breath couldn't cure. So whatever you do, just don't give up on you. Keep your heart wide open and your promise true. And if you fall 9 times, you gotta get up 10. Take your best shot and start over again, 'cause that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what life's all about. When in doubt, please know you're not alone. I am standing right beside you, and I'll never let you go. Never gonna doubt, never have a doubt.
That was Heather Rankin and Jamie Robinson with When in Doubt on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Heather is best known as a member of the platinum multi-selling iconic musical group, the Rankin Family. And between 1989 and 1999, the family band released 5 full albums and toured Canada, the US, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And they won 6 Juno Awards, 3 Canadian Country Music Awards, an American Country Music TV Award, and 15 East Coast Music Awards. Combined sales of their recordings exceeded 1.5 million copies. I bet we all had a copy of the Rankin Family's albums. Heather was the lead singer on many of their biggest records. And it's not hard to see why she has a fabulous music career today. Now, it's time to showcase an East Coast group who has recently released a brand new song. Here is PEI's The East Pointers. On this week's East Coast Hour, I'm showcasing a Juno Award-winning group who won for an Album of the Year, Traditional Album of the Year, was nominated a couple more times for Junos, has won numerous awards and accolades. They hail from Prince Edward Island in the East Coast. And welcome Tim Chason to the show for the East Pointers.
Hey, how's it going, Chuck? Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining me, Tim. I understand this is a very busy time for you. Our interview is starting today and will be on YouTube on the East Coast Hour, but you'll be on the road at that point. You're leaving to go on tour.
Yeah, we leave tomorrow and we start our UK tour this in the next few days. So we start in London, we go up to Scotland, do a bunch of Scottish shows, and then we're back down to England for another. Yeah, it's about 2.5 weeks, so it's busy. There's almost a show every day, so it's pretty full on, but we're excited. Celtic Connections is a big festival in Glasgow that's one of the main reasons why we're going, and then so that's going to be fun. We're excited.
Yeah, thanks for squeezing this in, because I'm sure you're in the process right now of trying to get packed and make sure you have everything ready to go. So I appreciate this.
Oh yeah, no worries. Thanks. No, it's all good. Happy to be on here for sure.
Now, Tim, let's talk about the group itself. You and Jake kind of at this point make up the East Pointers. And so you've had a busy season, lots of shows.
Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy year, and especially 2025 for us is quite nuts. I think we're kind of moving into a new album cycle. So we recorded an entire record over the last 8 to 12 months, I guess. And we wrote it and produced it and recorded it all on PEI, just Jake and I. And it was mixed by our friend Derek Hoffman in Toronto. And it's coming out. It's kind of like we have singles being released throughout the year. And it's an exciting year ahead for sure. It's busy, but it's all good stuff.
Yeah, congratulations to you too. I mean, kudos to you. Great social media presence as well for the group.
Oh gosh,
I'm sure there's a lot of work involved in that, but see lots of little video clips and you really keep your fans up to date on what you're up to.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for saying that, because I think for a long time Jake and I were like, social media. I'm sure you've talked to other bands about it, but it is like this thing that is just a part of your job now, and it never really used to be. I mean, it always was, I guess, since it was out, but it seems like more and more. We work with a really great. We signed to a Network, which is a really great label based out of Vancouver, and they have a great team, and we also have a really great management company based out of Toronto. And it seems like these days, a lot of the chats revolve around social media. And to me as a musician, first, I'm like, okay, I think a lot of musicians are overwhelmed by it. It's a whole other conversation for another time, but it's also a great tool, especially when you're really trying to promote stuff and stay connected with fans. It's quite a beast, but we enjoy doing it sometimes. Sometimes we don't when we have to, but it's part of the gig, I guess.
Yeah. Now, I want to bring up and I want to acknowledge the fact that the East Pointers originally was a three person group.
Mhm.
And with the sudden passing of Cody, you know, I'm sure that with Cody's passing, there's been some challenges for the group to try to kind of, you know, reform yourself and try to figure out what it's going to look like from this point on. Like, has there been a lot of kind of reworking of the group?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, yeah, Cody is my first cousin, one of my best friends. We've been playing music together since we were little kids, and he passed away at the beginning of 2022, which was like a massive shock and still is to so many people. And honestly, whenever Cody passed, I don't know, like Jake and I were like, yeah, we just didn't know what was going to happen, and you know, just kind of grieving and getting through everything, I think was the main thing. But we got nominated for a Juno Award that year with the record that we were working on with Cody. So we wanted to release the music, and the Junos asked us to come out and play, and as like, you know, the two of us, and so we did it. And that was kind of this, like, we didn't want to, we weren't sure how it would feel, and it was the most bizarre feeling getting back on stage without Cody. It was probably like 5 months after he had passed away, and but I think it was kind of this catalyst of like, okay, I think we need to share all the songs that we wrote with Cody. And we had so many musical ideas with Cody that, yeah, he still inspires us today. And we still write some stuff that we had like just worked on, you know, have voice memos of. And yeah, even on our album that we'll be releasing in months from now, there's tunes on there that Cody wrote, that we wrote together, and a lot of the songs are like about, yeah, just us as a band and Cody. And so it's the most bizarre thing, just to have two of us on stage. And I know people have asked us like, oh, when are you going to get in? Are you going to get another banjo player, or what do you guys? And I think like right now we're like leaving that space for Code. And I think as a duo, we can go on stage confidently as a duo, I think. And that's, yeah, just where we're at. And as the touring kicks back into gear, then yeah, we're finding our, like, yeah, I think we found our feet as a duo, and what we can do musically. And but it'll never be the same as having like your best friend on stage with you.
Sure. And
So
you'll
yeah.
know. I mean, the two of you will know at some point when and if you're ready to
Yeah,
kind
of course.
of you know, make some switches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. It's like you never know how you're going to feel in a year or two, or whatever. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're playing like folk music, and that's rooted in like this culture here on the East Coast, and singing songs. And yeah, and our show is like, we do play multiple instruments on stage, I guess, while we're up there, and we just want to connect with the audience, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. And having like Cody's presence with us, it's like the most bizarre thing. But like, you know, when you're on stage, it's like you almost feel him with you there. So it's like a crazy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So I mean, it's I guess kind of bittersweet going out on tour without him. However, you know, the group has got some great performances lined up, and I think you've mentioned already you're heading to UK, you're going to Australia. I think you're off to Japan as well. There's lots going on for you, and you've got a new release out, Anniversary.
Yeah. It's a brand new song that we started writing this. And speaking of Cody, it was definitely like a bit of a almost yeah, it was as if he was in the room with us. I think it's like really, the Anniversary just kind of came out, and all these words and lyrics, and it's just like, I kind of like about him. But we also think that for anyone who like celebrates any small or little wins in life, and to celebrate yourself, you know, like for Cody, it was like quitting, like being sober, and it was like on his birthday. So every December 4th, for us, it was like always a big deal, because that's after Cody became sober and kind of cleaned up a lot of things and really focused on his mental health. That's actually when we started the band, right after that, because it was like I think a savior for him and for us, like as for musically and everything, our friendship. And so this song really kind of speaks to this, like just trying to figure life out. And, you know, none of us actually have it figured out, but like just moving along and celebrating like the the thing that you accomplished or that you changed in your life. And yeah, and it's been cool to like be in touch with people since we released the song, and people sharing stories about what they did. Not necessarily like a sobriety thing, or like it's just an anniversary of this that happened, and I'm doing better now, or whatever. So it's been a fun song we started singing it live too, and yeah, it's been a fun song to have out there, and we're proud of it. Yeah.
Nice. So that was released on January the 10th, I do believe.
Yeah.
And you have a video for that song being released on January 24th.
Yes. Yeah. On January 24th, the video comes out, and yeah, it's a funny little video. So
I've seen the little teasers of it, and I'm enjoying it. Look, I love the way it's been shot. The footage of it has been actually very entertaining, and it looks like the two of you had a great time filming that.
Yeah. We worked with a director from Toronto. He's a buddy of ours, and he just shoots on film. It's like a camera from like, I think it's like from the 50s, and it like you wind it up and you only get that one shot. So, and he had like 2 rolls of film. So it's like, we had it hooked up to like a 99 Honda Civic, and we're like just driving around and doing donuts in a parking lot. It's just all these things that it's pretty silly, but we just wanted it to have fun. That day was also very cold. So we were just trying to stay alive.
Well, the viewers on East Coast Hour can expect that as soon as that video is available, we'll be sharing it with them.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, thanks a lot, Chuck. Yeah.
No problem. Tim, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. I know you got lots to do to prepare for your tour. I really appreciate you joining at the East Coast Hour episode today. And we're going to continue on with one of your videos as well. So we're going to share
Awesome.
These pointers and I Saw Your Ghost. Thank you very much, Tim.
Thank you very much for having me.
This is Tim Chasen of the East Pointers, and here is I Saw Your Ghost on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
2, 3. I saw your ghost, was in a dream. I heard your voice talking to me, and I'm here with you. You'll be alright. You're gonna get through this. Just hold on tonight. Underneath the full moon, floating off the pavement, out of my dimension, and I could not explain it. As the sirens call for silence on the road, and you held my hand, it wasn't my time to go. No, I saw your ghost, it was in a dream. I heard your voice talking to me, and I'm here with you. You'll be alright. You're gonna get through this. Just hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Ooh, hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Ooh, blinding lights, a halo. Was it hallucination, or a little glimpse of heaven? I could not explain a soul. As the sirens called for silence on the road, and you held my hand, it wasn't my time to go. No, and I saw your ghost, it wasn't a dream, off in the distance, walking towards me. I'm not alone, I'll be alright. I have to keep breathing and hold on tonight. I saw your ghost, it wasn't a dream. I heard your voice talking to me, and I'm here with you. You'll be alright. You're gonna get through this. Just hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Hold on tonight. Ooh, hold on tonight. Hold on tonight, hold on tonight. Ooh.
We're just about to wrap up. I want to remind you as well to vote for your Viewers Pick of the Week. Check out the description section below, also the East Coast Hour and my personal Facebook sites where you can find the link to vote for next week's Viewers Pick video. Also, send your videos to me at eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, make a comment, and as well, if you're interested in getting a couple of passes to the Cabin Fever concert series taking place in Port Hawkesbury, I have 2 passes to give away for the February 1st evening with Judd Gunning and Mary Beth Carty. Just go to the description section below, find the link, copy and paste it, or again, on my personal or East Coast Hour Facebook sites. And we'll draw for that next Sunday. Wrapping it all up this week, let's tune to Campbell and Johnston with Righteous on East Coast Hour with Chuck. Have a great week.
Righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Little too righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Slow down, man, on taking a stand. Why don't you take it from me instead? You keep pointing your finger every which way, you ain't never gonna get ahead. You keep pointing it at the people you said don't do on like you do. But no matter what direction you point it at, you got 3 pointing back at you. Little righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Take it to the bridge. Fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, old friends and ex-lovers, all you fair weather mother. Just a little too righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, old friends and ex-lovers, and all you fair weather mothers. Just a little too righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Little righteous for one person to be. Little righteous, oh for me. Little righteous, oh for me. Little righteous for me. Thank you.
Girl, you make my hands sweat every time you walk in. When you look at me with those eyes, I can't get my words right. I think you know, and you feel it too, but I don't have the guts to say. Tell you that I love you, maybe it's no secret, and I think I'm known for quite some time. Love the way you smile when you sing harmony, whisper something silly in my ear. You make my everyday feel right, but baby, I'm too nervous. Baby, I'm too nervous. running circles through my mind, yeah. Oh, baby, I'm hell-bent on loving on you tonight, yeah. I think I might pick up my phone, give you a call, and let you know. Tell you that I love you, maybe it's no secret, and I think I've known for quite some time. Love the way you smile when you sing harmony, whisper something silly in my ear. You make my every day feel right, but baby, I'm too nervous. Baby, I'm too nervous. This ain't the first time that I stuck out my heart for somebody to have them turn and walk away. Another heartbreak, another day. I think that we could be something, I hope you see it too, but I don't have the nerve to tell you that I love you. Maybe it's no secret, and I think I've known for quite some time. Love the way you smile when you sing harmony, whisper something silly in my ear. You make my every day feel right, but baby, I'm too nervous. Baby, I'm too nervous. Love the way you smile